Good evening and welcome to the Oliveboard platform. My name is Marut Sharma, your logical reasoning expert, and we are here today for a demo session on the reasoning section of the IB Security Assistant course. Right now, Oliveboard has launched this wonderful course of IB Security Assistant and Executive Preparation 2025, an exclusively dedicated course for this particular examination, this particular post. See, a lot of people have one common course for IB, but we are not doing that. We are providing you a parallel separate course because Security Assistant, the examination pattern is slightly different. Even in the merit, Tier 1 and Tier 3 are considered, right? So things are slightly different. So we'll take it from here, right? Everything will be covered here. Now, this is not a course demo. This is specifically a reasoning introductory orientation session. I'll briefly tell you about the syllabus, about what all we'll be covering, right? And I will also lay emphasis on what is the pattern of the examination. And the most fun part of the session is I will solve one whole previous year question with you of the reasoning section of IB SA Executive 2023 exam. Okay. So that you get a fair idea of what sort of questions have been asked so far and how you need to take it forward from there. Okay. So this is the reasoning section so far. You will see in IB SA Executive, there are in the syllabus, as far as the syllabus is concerned, the advanced reasoning part is not there. So critical reasoning, statement-based questions, they are not there. They are there in the part of the ACIO syllabus, but not here. Here it is only majorly around somewhere around analytical reasoning, where you are just simply analyzing and applying your answers. Okay, mostly one-liner questions. The reasoning sections which have gone through all the previous year papers of SA Security Assistant, they have been very easy, much easier than. So if we are all comparing with the SSC examination somewhere or the other, right? So if IB ACIO I told you was above SSC, IB SA as far as reasoning section is concerned can be at par or even slightly lower in terms of your ease of appearance and the kind of questions which are asked. One-liner mostly, right? But again, we are not sure of changes. Anything can happen. So our preparation has to be in a range. It can't be just fixed, right? So we'll be focusing on topics which have a lot of frequency. So series and patterns, analogies, odd one out, coding, decoding, blood relations, direction sense test, order ranking. Order ranking somehow is very popular. I don't know. I've seen 2 to 3 questions in a same set. Calendars, clocks. Okay, they have not been asked recently, but still, we'll go through all these topics and we'll cover almost all the aspects of logical reasoning which are involved. We'll see if some practice sessions can also be added. So we'll do that. Okay. Now, this is the basic exam structure. I know you already know it. If not, I'll just give you a brief here. So there are 3 tiers, Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. Tier 1 is almost similar in pattern to your IB ACIO examination. So there are 5 sections, 20 questions each, 100 questions, 1 hour, 60 minutes. And the marking scheme is +1, -0.25, 20 questions in each section. Current affairs, general studies, this together comprises of 40 questions basically of the whole paper. So this is the most important aspect. Okay. But what is a major difference? A stark difference in the two of them is IB ACIO, the questions of general studies section are a lot like UPSC in terms of the format. Maybe not the content, but the format is like almost like UPSC and state level examinations, where they are actually giving you statement based questions. A lot of statement based questions are there. Security Assistant, on the other hand, is not focusing so much on that. It's more of direct factual questions, one-liner questions. So there is a slight difference here as far as the level of examination and the presentation is concerned. Okay. Then we move on to quantitative aptitude, 20 questions, reasoning logical aptitude, 20 questions, and English language, 20 questions. Okay. Everything will seem a tad bit easier. So this is how it is. Tier 1. Now Tier 2 here is slightly different again. Okay. Tier 2, what happens is, there the Tier 2 was essay writing, okay, comprehension. Here, your Tier 2 is majorly a translation task. It is still descriptive only, but more of a translation task. So you will pick up a local language, okay, you will pick up a language basically and there will be English. So vice versa, both translations will be happening. There will be a passage given to you in English which you will have to transfer in another language, and another language passage given to you which you will have to transfer in English. So that is what happens in Tier 2 here, and after you clarify that, again there is an interview. Now I would not say that some interviews are easier and it's difficult. No, I cannot compare the two of them because the grounds are not the same. But IB ACIO, they are checking for more depth of how well you are suited for the difficulty of the role. IBSA on the other hand, it focuses more on your temperament overall, like whether you will fit the bill generally or not. It's less about security and more about because of the post, because of the variation. But the interviews are both very important. They are grilling. They will not be simple discussions. So you will have to prepare for them separately. Okay. So that's the brief about your 3-tier examination. The merit for security assistant is based on tier 1 and tier 3 combined scores. So that is different from ACIO. ACIO works on a different pattern. Okay. Now the course objective, what we need to do is, so of course now there is a limitation of time. A lot of students have been asking me that when will be the exam, when will be the exam. We are not sure of that. But one thing we are sure of is that the examination usually from the date of notification is within a window of 60 days, that is 2 months. So within 2 months they will start the examination. So your notification was out somewhere in the end of July. So probably by initial maybe or mid-September somewhere we can expect the examination will start. Okay. So that is the expectation and that is why we are speeding up the process. So what we are doing is we will be providing recorded lectures to you for those students who actually want to go through the course structure, the theory aspect of it. Okay. A lot of students are new to this maybe. They have not yet prepared for any competitive examination. So they want to go through the course structure also, extreme theoretical details. So detailed lectures are available for them for all the topics, for all the subjects. So I'll tell you what you need to do about that. And apart from that, live practice sessions will happen where we'll be focusing on previous year questions and questions like previous year questions. And obviously, I'm telling you again and again, we'll not stick to a straight path. We'll be diverging a bit in a range so that your preparation is completely covered. It's taken care of. What is your task here? You have to go through the recorded theory sessions, right? And you have to actively participate in the community section. A lot of people ask me what is the community section. The community section is like a chat window. Okay, it's like a group which consists of only students, your fellow students, fellow aspirants who are a part of this particular batch and your mentors. Okay, and all these people are there in one common group. There's no other person and the tech team, of course. So if you have any query, if you have a subject query, you can tag us. You can just write @ the name of faculties will come, select the name and you write your doubt. So that will be routed to us. Or if it's a general tech doubt, you put it like that. But you have to stay active in the community section because your doubt clearing in the recorded sessions can only be done through that zone, right? So that is how you can do your part to pace up and get ready with the complete course and cover it as fast as possible, right? So that's it. That's all I had to share with you about the reasoning section. As far as the orientation is concerned, now we have 20 questions from the shift of IB Security Assistant, 23rd March, I believe, 2023. So that's what we'll cover. We'll go through the questions. I'll not rush through. So there is no timer as such. Generally, I do take timer-based sessions on YouTube, but I'll not be forcing a timer here. We'll go through easily. You'll see the questions are pretty easy, very easy, right? And then we'll cover it up completely today. So we'll wind up. That's the basic agenda for today. Okay. First question right in front of you. You can participate in the session by putting your questions or your correct answers after solving in the chat box. That will be highly appreciated. So that I'll also get a feel or hang of how much time you are taking to actually solve these questions. So arrangement based questions, we'll slightly give it some time, though it's a very easy, very direct arrangement. But we'll not rush through them. We'll rush through the other questions where actually we can get quick direct answers. Okay. Now in a gathering, 7 members are sitting in a row facing the north. Okay, cool. So 7 members in a row facing the north. Only 2 people sit to the left of E, so E has to sit here. Then only 2 people will be on the left. F sits to the immediate right of E, so F has to sit here. Read the question. Who is at the extreme right end of the row? We need this person. So E and F cannot be the answer. Okay. C sits to the immediate left of B. D is not sitting in the extreme end of the row. So D is not here and D is not here. Okay. So D cannot be my answer. Now C is sitting to the immediate left of B. Okay. G sits at the extreme left end of the row. So now for C and B to be together, they have to be sitting here. If C and B sit here, D can still sit here, so that is not a problem. Okay. So CB will sit either of the places. Neither A nor D is the immediate neighbor of the person placed exactly in the middle. So F is exactly in the middle, so A is not here, D is not here. So C was to the left of B, so this is the only possibility. Now A will have to sit here and D will have to sit here. This is my arrangement. Okay. So find the person who sits at the extreme right end of the row. It's A. Option A is the correct answer. Cool? Easy? Very good. Next. IB has, ranking as a topic they have almost stopped asking in all the examinations, in all the other parallel examinations, but IB is, I think, ranking is a hot favorite topic, because in this one shift only, there were 2 back-to-back questions of ranking. Very easy though. And in ACIO also, we had practiced a previous year question there. So again, there was a ranking based question there. It's absolutely simple. In a row of certain students, Asha is sitting at 532 from the right and 462 from the left. Correct. Rank of same person is given from 2 ends. What is the total? You just add 532 and 462, subtract 1. Now don't add it actually. Just go with that unit digits. It's 993. Option D. Why do you have to act? Even if you actually add it, you can still find it out. So it's 994 minus 1, 993. But even if you don't want to add, you can just check the unit digit. 2 plus 2, 4 minus 1, 3. So answer D is the correct answer. Next, the faster you are, the better it is. Okay. This one is interesting. Soumya is 17th from the left hand. Okay. And 13th to the right of Kiran, who is 37th from the right hand. If Kiran is 37th from the right end and Soumya is 13th to the right of Kiran, so something x plus 13 is 17, right? So what is x? Kiran is 4th from the left. The question is asking you if all of them are facing north, find the total number of people in the group. So it has to be 37 plus 4 minus 1, that is 41 minus 1, 40. Easy. Okay. 37 plus 4 minus 1. Now this is one approach. Okay, this is one approach. The other one is, you can just see there are 18 people from here, 37 people from here. Okay. Yeah, this is a better approach. This is the only approach you should take. Cool, because the total is not given. Next, again, a very easy question. Coding, decoding. Answers, let the answers keep coming, guys. Okay, so we'll check corresponding order. Okay, so this is 2, this is 3 plus, no, 5, sorry, plus 3. The L is L and L is the same. Then 15, 21 plus 6. C and C is the same. Then 11, 20 plus 9. So 3 same, 6 same, 9. That's what is happening. 3, same, 6, same, 9. If you see, this is what is happening exactly. So what is the code for while? So 3. 23 plus 3 is 26. This is gone. This is gone. Second letter will give me my answer, no? Or the last letter also can give me my answer, is it? No, H and L will be the same. Yeah, so second has to be H. Option B is the right answer. Okay. Cool. Next. Good, very good. Now, what signs will you put to balance the equation? The good thing is they have given you division here. So, division will help you out. See, I think you can figure out two options you can delete right away. Why? Because division is not making sense here, because your integer is an answer. 181 divided by 7 is not divisible. So this is not going to go. And here, this one, we are dividing this here. 9 upon 18 is 1 by 2. Now 1 by 2, nothing will get cancelled by 2 here. So this is also gone. As it is, you can see the division is only in the last part, in two places. So division has to come here only. So this is 2 for me. Right? Anything else which is at the same place? No. Now you need to find out, you need to get 120. If I multiply 181 and 7, is going to be a very large number. So I'll reject this one. This has to be my correct answer. But if I just quickly go through this, 181 minus 7 into 9 plus 2. So this is 63 minus 63. 181 is 183 minus 63 is 120. Option B is the right answer. Cool. You pick up the division sign and you start solving right away. It's very easy. Okay, next. Inequalities. Now be careful here, don't rush through, though you can, okay, you can, because luckily they haven't asked you anything directly, there is a comma point here. Interesting question, because in SSC exams we don't use normally the not equal to sign. So again, what will happen here? P not equal to D, you will say it's not related. If it is not related, I will not comment anything on it. A lot of people are going to tell me that why is not P not equal to D? Because it is not related means I can't say anything about it. It can be greater, it can be less, it can be equal also. Now if it is greater or less, I will say it is not equal. But if it is equal, then it is gone. It can be, there is a possibility. So this I can conclude. Okay, and T equal to A is clearly visible, T and A are also not related. So my answer is pretty simple. None of the conclusions follow. The only issue is a lot of people don't know how to work around not equal to. Okay, next. Syllogism. Keep posting the answers. All books are purses. All yellow are purses. Some papers are yellow. Okay. Some bags are yellow. I believe it's not bags, it's books. Yes, some books are yellow. Can I say that? Books and yellow are not connected to each other, so I will not conclude anything about them in a definite conclusion. Some purses are papers, absolutely that is visible. So only conclusion 2 follows. Option B is the right answer. Okay. You will see even in 20 questions they have tried to give you a lot of variation. No bacha, 2 will follow. At any given point, if you don't understand the question or the solution, you can let me know. So I'll explain it to you, okay? Now, Diksha walks 20 meters towards the south. They are asking you how far, so you'll have to draw the figure. Though there is another method which a lot of people use these days, plus minus, they arrive to the conclusion. That is not foolproof. Sometimes you can go wrong with that. It's better to quickly draw a short diagram. It's not very difficult. So, Diksha walks 20 meters towards the south, turns left and walks 30 meters. After which she turns right and walks 30 meters again. She turns right and walks 30 meters. After which she takes a final right turn and walks 20 meters. How far is she from the starting point? 10 meters. This was 30 and this is 20. So she is 10 meters far from her starting point. And if the question asks you in which direction, then she is south, 10 meters south. Okay. Interesting. Now, for those who might be looking at the Hindi version also, in these cases, when they actually don't want to let you know that what is the exact word, they want you to think in English, they will give you only the English words now. They have stopped giving the translations in that case. Only the question part will be translated. Yes, answers please. Chisel, rake, sickle, shovel. I wish I could draw them for you, though I am not very good at drawing. Anyone? Take a guess, take a guess. What do you think? One thing definitely is for sure, you guys know that these are tools, okay? But can you think of places where you use these tools or the person who may use these tools? So chisel is basically used by a carpenter. What is a chisel? A chisel is used to carve wood. Okay, it has a handle and a very thin nose, an iron nose, and pointed on the top. So it is placed like this, and with the help of a hammer they just continuously use it to carve wood. Now it can vary in thickness. Okay, but what is rake? Okay, rake is often you might have seen it in cartoons. It is something like this. There is a long pole and then it is connected like this, and it has something of this sort. This is a rake. So what is it used for? It is used to plow the ground slightly and collect leaves, collect dry leaves. So this is used in a garden. Sickle is something like this. There is a handle here and something of this sort. So this is also used in the garden to just pass some air through it. And shovel, we all know, it's like a spade basically. Something of this sort. Okay. So I would call it a garden or maybe moving earth. Basically, it is related to the soil. They are all related to soil. Whereas this is for carving wood. So option A will be my correct answer. I'll draw chisel also. No, what's left now? If I have drawn everything, why not a chisel? Okay, now chisel can be of different varied widths also. This can vary. This is the handle and this is what the chisel looks like. Okay. Yes. Apologies for my drawing, but hopefully that explained what it was. A lot of people don't know it. Good, very good. Bharani. Hope I am pronouncing your name right. Veer is the brother of Rohan and Hari. Rita is Hari's mother. Ram is Rohan's father. How is Veer related to Ram? Son? Very easy and very direct. You didn't even have to draw this in the first place. I've drawn this just for your better understanding, but this was not required. Next. This is the exact cut copy paste paper of 2023 for security assistant. I am not saying that they'll ask you a similar paper exactly, but the idea is to generally see what is the touch and feel of it. Okay. Now one thing which you can see is all the letters here are in this word also. That means it's just shuffling. Some shuffling is taking place. What is shuffling? If you divide this in half, you flip it from here and you flip it from here. So R-U-B-U-A-E. Is that happening here? Yes, exactly that is what is happening. So what will be the code for detect? So it will be flipped here. So we'll have T-E-D, T-C-E. This is what is going to be my code. T-E-D, option B is the right answer. Okay. Next. So today is just a demo session basically. What we'll be doing is when we'll actually start, so we'll be practicing the questions topic wise. And I will not be limited to PYQs alone. Okay. So we'll be of course practicing authentic previous year questions. I will slightly introduce you to IB ACIO previous year questions also, because that is going to give you a better boost. And then wherever necessary, I will also bring in questions from other examinations. Let's say your CGL, SSC exam, CPO exam, railway exam, NDA exam, IPMAT, CAT, CUET. So what will happen is this will give you a wider preparation base, right? So if your exam is targeting 5 units and you are preparing for 10 units, not a problem. It's always better. So even if there is a variation in those 5 units, 4 or 6 or 7, you can still manage it. Okay. What's happening here? Very easy question. See, I'll just write it here. 51, 54, 59, 75, 86. Just add. Check the difference. This is plus 3. This is plus 5. Okay. And this is plus 11. So 3, 5. There have to be two numbers here. So perfect odd numbers. Plus 7, plus 9. That's how it should work. 59 plus 7 is 66. Plus 9 is 75. So 66 is my correct answer. Cool. Okay. Next. Not prime, bacha. Bharani, not prime. Odd numbers. If it was prime, we wouldn't have added 9. So always cross check whether the logic is being completed or not. Okay, in this one, there is no direct change logic which is happening. But if you observe the numbers, you will get it. So this is 7 cube minus 1. This is 6 cube minus 1. This is 5 cube minus 1. 3 cube minus 1 and 2 cube minus 1. So what is going to be my answer? My answer is going to be 4 cube minus 1, which is 63. Okay. Cool. Eight friends are sitting around a circular table. All of them facing the center. Only 3 people sit between F and E. Let's not start with that. E sits second to the right of G. So I'll start with G here and E will sit here second to the right. And now 3 people between F and E, so I know F will be sitting here. Okay. B is immediate neighbor of E but not D. Okay. So B can be in either of these two places. C sits third to the left of D. Okay, we'll keep a hold to that. A sits second to the right of B. H and C are not immediate neighbors of each other. Okay, we'll have to take this call. So C sits third to the left of D. So if this was D, 1, 2, 3, C could have been here. Or this was D, 1, 2, 3, so D cannot be here. If this was D, 1, 2, 3, C could have been here. But D cannot be here also. Why? Because A cannot sit here then, if C was sitting here. And if this was D, third left would not have been there. So we have only one option for D, which is this. Can D sit here? 1, 2, 3? No, D cannot be here also. So if D sits here, 1, 2, 3, C will be here. C is third to the left of D. Okay, now A can sit either here or here, not a problem. So we'll read that B is the immediate neighbor of E but not D. B. Okay, and A is second to the right of B. So if B sits here, A can sit here. If B sits here, A can sit here. Okay, so we still have two options for A and B. H and C are not immediate neighbors of each other. So H is not going to sit in either of these places. So H has to sit here. If H sits here, B has to sit here. So then A will have to sit here. Done? Who is sitting between D and H? Who is sitting between D and H? It's G. When counted from the right of D, it's G. Option D is the right answer. Interesting? Almost everything is given to you directly. So we are just putting direct information here, nothing else. Next. Alphanumeric series based question. Now in these questions, there is a series given to you. Symbols, numbers, letters, everything. You have to identify which sets are following a particular logic. So read that condition and follow accordingly. Now, how many such symbols are there in the following string, each of which is exactly preceded by a letter, but not followed by a number? So, we are looking for a symbol which is preceded by a letter, but not by a number. So, basically what you will do is you will look for a combination of a pair of letter string. Don't ever look for a single thing. Don't look for symbols and then check, okay, letter, number. Check for what you want. You want a letter symbol. So check for a pair of letter symbol. After that, if there is a number, don't count it. After that, if there is no number, count it. Simple. So letter symbol, letter. One set. Letter symbol, letter. Second set. Letter symbol, number. Okay. So 2 is my correct answer. That's it. Symbols which are preceded by a letter and not followed by a number. Okay, got it? How to make it faster? Next, based on a different string, how many such letters are there in the following string, each of which is followed by a number? That's all they want from you. Pair of letter number, nothing else. Whether it is followed by something or preceded by something does not matter. So letter number 1, letter number 2, letter number 3, letter number 4, letter number 5, letter number 6, letter number 7. Okay. But in the examination, what will happen? You will not be very confident. So where do these questions help? These questions will actually trick you into checking them again. Oh, 7, am I sure enough? I have an 8 also in the option. Maybe I've missed one. I have a 9 also. Maybe I've missed 2. Okay, I have a 6. Maybe I've counted one extra. Let me just check. So in the examination, because of the importance of the examination, you will check it again. And that is where you are losing your time. Okay, time is precious. Next. Letter series based. Easy letter series based question. So this is 4 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 6 plus 1, 7. So we'll start with G, but we didn't have to check that because everything is starting with G. This is 6 plus 2, 8 plus 2, 10 plus 2, 12. So GL. This is gone, this is gone. And this is 8 plus 3, 11 plus 3, 14 plus 3, 17. So GLQ option B is my correct answer. What would have been a better option? What would have been a better option? A better option would have been, if you look at the options, you will see that the last letter is different for all the 4 options. Rather than checking the first and second letter, straight away check the last letter and get your answer. That will save time. Okay. Now this question, this type of question you will not find commonly in your SSC examinations. But if you have appeared for railway examinations, you may come across these questions. Though railways is not section wise, it is just mixed. So sometimes people mostly take this as a quant question only, simplification. But here it may be asked in the reasoning section. It's a very simple approach, nothing you have to do here. हाँ शक्तिमान जी, डेमो सेशन में ऐसा ही होता है. But it's okay, even if there is less number of live people, there will be students who will watch this recorded session. So what is the approximate value of the following expression? You can take up any approach. The best approach is don't round it off too much. Keep it simple. So if you keep it simple here, you can round this off as 199. Remember the round off rules. If it is greater than 0.5, it will become the next number. Less than 0.5, it will become the previous number. But if it is 0.5, it will become the next number if it is an even number. And if it will come to the previous number if the next number is an odd number. So if it is 22.5, I will round it off as 22. And if it is 23.5, I will round it off as 24. That's how it works. The next number is even number, you will go there. If the next number is odd, you will go to the previous number. We round it off to even numbers mostly because calculations become easy in there. Okay. Minus 99 plus 10 plus 9 minus 2 plus 9. Easy. So this is 109. 199 minus 109 is 90. Or why to do that also? No? 199 minus 109 plus 9 minus 2 plus 9. So this is, and this is 18. You can add this here. So this is 217 minus 111. So what are you left with? 106. Board mass, simple board mass we have solved it with. Okay. What is the other approach? The other approach is, rather than rounding it off to 199, I round it off to 200 minus, I'll round it off to 100 plus 10 plus 9 minus 2 plus 9. Let's check this. 200 minus 110 plus 9 minus 2 plus 9. Let me check it out if it works. This is 113. This is 218. So this will give me 105. And I want an approximate answer which is 106. So you can use this easier round off when there is a good spacing among your options. But if my options were 104, 105, 106, 107, then it would have been slightly difficult. Okay. So the choice is yours. I prefer this one. Maybe I'll take 1 second more to calculate, but I'll get more accurate answer. Okay. Cool. Next. Okay. Stop is related to cease. In the same way, start is related to what? Now, stop and cease, they are synonyms. So, start, to start something, set up something, endeavor, end, or commence something. So, option D is the right answer, commence. Start and commence. They will be synonyms. Cool. The last question for today. So in this demo session, you must have realized that what sort of previous year questions the security assistant paper has asked. Okay. And how much tweaking do you need in your preparation, and if you are preparing for IB ACIO, will it suffice essay or not? Do you separately need to prepare for essay or not? You will get a fair understanding, right? As far as separate preparation is concerned, you can consider separate preparation in descriptive. So this course will be helpful for you for descriptive and specifically targeting essay based questions. I know 99% of the students will be my SSC aspirants who are parallelly sitting for IB ACIO also and IB SA also. So they may be super elite subscribers, so they are watching all these content. Whatever all these courses are available, you can watch them parallelly. That's the best way approach forward, because for SA you'll have to sit for separate mock test. You can't just sit for an IB ACIO mock test and think that you're ready for SA, because SA will work on a different principle altogether. The questions may be easy, but then they will, what they'll do is they'll make it lengthy. Let's say the quant section, they'll make it lengthy. So then it'll eat up your time. Okay. So accordingly, you'll have to learn to balance. That's all this is all about. Okay. Odd one out you have to select. Peacock, it can fly. Sparrow, it can fly. Hen, it can still fly. Ostrich cannot fly. So option D is the correct answer. Simple. Now, a lot of people say ostrich among them is the largest bird, or ostrich has the largest leg. Oh, sorry, not leg, egg. It lays the largest egg. But in that case, you are singling ostrich out. The approach of classification is to put the other three in a group, and whatever is left is your answer. Okay. So that's it for today. I'll end this session here. So the basic objective of this session today was to give you a demo of how we'll be going around our practice sessions. And of course, we can time it and we'll increase the number of questions. I'll not be practicing 20 questions with you in a span of an hour. This was just 20 today because I had only brought one set of previous year questions for you. Now we'll be practicing 30-35 questions in every session. More or less depends upon how much time we have. And we'll try to cover good ground, good base, but strictly topic wise. And as I promised you, you'll be seeing essay previous year questions, IB ACIO previous year questions. You'll be seeing some SSC previous year questions, good ones, and some railway previous year questions. Sometimes I also, on purpose, I bring CAT and IP MAT questions, not very difficult ones, banking questions, railway questions, where you will see a variety. So the better you practice, the better the chances are that you will be more confident in, traveling through all these multiple courses, multiple examinations, sailing through them, right? So on that note, I'll end the session here, guys. Thank you so much for joining live. I'll see you guys in the actual sessions, the live sessions. Till then, bye-bye, namaskar. Jai Hind.